It's time.
There is always a timeline where everything goes silent before Aurudu. And that's not for something that the country needs to celebrate. Just two schools really dragging all of us down. It's the Royo and everyone loves it. Let's speak more about what makes it the game that everyone talks about.
Hi, I'm Rehan from Royo.
Hello, I'm Arjuna from St. Thomas's, and we're here to go on the show, A Date with DANU.
We are here to have a chat on the Royal Thormian 145th Royal Thormian encounter.
So as you know, the Battle of the Blues is 145 years uninterrupted game. There's a lot of history and nostalgia behind the game, and we're here to talk in detail the nitty-gritties of the match with DANU.
And so we have representatives from these two schools who are here to speak about the Royo and the significance. And also, it's a dollar-bringing business, and that's the best part about it. So as always, we have been led down by the Royalist. Just one shot, just like how it is most of the time. But the Thormians come in pairs. I'm sorry, I meant it the nice way possible ever. I would like to say big hi to Rehan. We have Arjuna and we have Praveen. Got it right?
Hi. Yes.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you for those who made it here. So these two are the chairs for this year's big match. So to start things off, what do you think makes the Royo the game?
Yeah, actually it has been played for 145 years. Two big institutions coming in to, have a brand of the Royal Thormian, and basically everybody looks forward because this is the biggest and the oldest, second oldest in the world, and the oldest match, uninterrupted match in Sri Lanka. So everybody is looking forward. There is no age limit, there is no male, female limit, there is nothing. Everybody comes here to have a good time for the 3 days.
From the Thormians.
Well, Rehan just touched on what the history is about. The question is, why is it such a big game? So, yeah, we are the second uninterrupted just by 1 year, the oldest being between Prince Alfred and St. Peter's of Adelaide in 1878. Just a year later was the Royal Thormian which started. Since the centenary year of 1979, the game became a 3-day. So what evolves around this is the camaraderie of the old boys, the old boy fraternities. There's quite a long history with Right Honourable D.S. Senanayake, J.R. Jayawardena, Prime Ministers and Presidents of the country who has played this brilliant game. And apart from that, it's the whole stigmata of being the big match of big matches in Colombo, and how the brand has evolved, the Royal Thormian brand has evolved over the years. And obviously with, if you see cricket around the world, where test matches to 50 overs to 1 day, T20s, and now with the Premier Leagues of all over the countries that have been played, I think the Royal Thormian brand itself has also probably grown and diversified into a calendar event, the calendar event, where people from overseas look forward to coming. It's called the month of March Madness. So I think there's a lot of commercial activity that is brewed around the game, and it's just 3 days of non-stop drinking silliness.
Yes. Have
Apart
you all
from the
recovered?
I think we have. We have recovered.
I still see the shine on that face. Glowing, I must say, glowing. The statement of the year definitely goes to the president, where he said the cocks are all here.
Was he referring to the tone?
Because we need to bring all the eggs down. And I think that was such a fabulous statement. Even in the spirit of the game, everyone is so easygoing, and, it's nice to see even to have a president who is approachable, to have a conversation and to have the real spirit of the game for that moment. How do you all handle your wives during this time?
You mean they don't handle us?
I think that's the time where you get a
They just forget
hall
about
pass.
us.
You all get an all pass.
Yeah.
Hall pass where
All
they
pass
can
for
do
5
it.
days.
Right,
5
okay,
days.
I'll get one.
Yes. So they don't handle us.
This man is really struggling to say something. You don't get a hall pass, do you?
No, I actually do. I played the game, so I know what's it to be part of it and know what's to be a part of around it. Yeah, so I think that those are the only days that your wife gives you a hall pass and
Do whatever you want.
do whatever you want. I'll see you back on Sunday evening.
Do they like coming for the game with you all?
Oh yeah, certainly. My
Do
family
you all
does.
like them coming for the game with you all?
Yes, certainly in the evening so that they can go back home.
Just a show off.
Yes.
How is it for you?
No, I think being in sponsorship, I think one of the hardest challenges is to get all the sponsors, because we must always realize.
By the way, he's
That-
in charge of the sponsor side.
Yeah,
so
now you
that's-
know.
yeah. Just dragging it there.
So, but what happens is, I think they are also much part of the entire
The
brand,
ladies. Yeah.
and the ladies as well as the sponsors.
Yeah.
You see how I got it in.
Oh God. Yes, the sponsors. We will have a segment just to talk about the sponsors.
Show me
Just
the
kidding.
money.
No, but it's all about the people. And Danu, you asked the question, what makes it so special? I think the heritage, the values that it brings, and also the fact that people can be who they were in college. No more are those tags that X, Y, Z is so and so.
Correct.
It doesn't matter. As you said, the president himself comes and he can meet his old colleagues. And the banter was, you still have that respect, but still, it's like going back to college.
Tell,
So I
tell
think
me an
that's-
event that you can go drink silly, act silly, be a schoolboy and hug your hug boys, and in the scorching sun, sweating.
It had to come from them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's something our wives don't understand.
Yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Y'all had a 3-way kiss during COVID.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
I will tell you something. This, I have to speak about it. I got trashed for that
Seriously.
by the Thomians because some person created a Twitter account under the name DANU, but he has a full name.
Okay.
But anyway, he's opted to go with DANU and put up a status saying, oh, these Thomians spreading COVID. And then the Thomians went at him and they were all tagging me. And then I had to actually, because can't get the Thomians angry with me.
Instant fame.
Yeah, my future might be just schooling. Let's get into our first game. It's made possible by our friends at MasterCard. It's called Tap and Go. All right, guys, this is a very simple game. All you have to do is tap my credit card onto the device if you all know the correct answer. Consider the fact that you're all alone.
Okay.
I will not play.
No. You will have to fight for 2,
Okay.
right? Here we go. These questions are all about your schools.
Oh my God, that's the only thing I didn't study.
In school and about school.
What do you mean study?
History must be.
Yeah.
I never studied.
Okay.
God, I just wanted to see whether it's in your DNA or the royalists are going to get it. All right, here we go. Who initiated the big match tradition? Okay, I'll give you all options. Ashley Walker, Ashley Scott, Ashley Biden, Ashley Jude.
Has to be one of the Ashleys.
Ashley Walker.
Kidding. Correct. That's for the royalists.
Come on,
Thank you.
Arjuna.
Now, I'm giving
Who
it to you.
has, y'all are really bad, huh? Who has captained the Royal Thomian Big Match twice from the following?
Ranjan Madawala.
Ranjan Madugal.
Point goes to Thomas. My God, I feel like a conductor. Who has not achieved a rare batting double, a century and 50 in the same Royal Thomaian big match from the following? Jeevan Mendes, Malinda, Kusal Janit Pereira, Ganganath.
Jeevan Mendes.
No,
Seriously?
not achieved.
Ganganath.
No. No. It's actually Kusal.
Kusal.
Which Thomaian has the highest individual score at a Royal Thomaian game?
Dulip Mendes.
Wait. Just to make it hard.
80.
No. 1960.
1972. But
1972.
Thomaian is 2. Thomaian 2 so far. Royal.
What?
Which royalist has the highest individual score?
Chula Kamarasinghe.
No.
Challenge that.
It's Sumitra.
Sumitra Vanakasuri. Sorry. Sumitra Vanakasuri. Shoot.
Honey, you should have fought a little bit for that.
You should have waited for the answers. To be
From which year was it that only the schoolboys played in the matches? 1879, 1880, 1881.
1879. 1880. Sorry.
81.
1880.
He
1870.
is still right. Thomas's! As of 2016, where did the two schools stand in terms of wins? 32, 33, 34, 35.
35.
Correct! Royal! When was the first limited over match played?
1975 Mustangs Trophy.
Yeah.
When was the 2020 Royal Thomaian match implemented?
2016.
2010.
10.
Thomas's! Till when was the big match known as the Academy College match? 1880, 1881, 82, 83.
1880.
Wrong.
1882.
Wrong.
81.
81.
Now can't.
I say
81.
81. You can't hear me.
Sorry. You are too soft from there. Huh?
Yeah.
What to do? 1881. I'm losing my voice.
Sorry.
81,
81. Shoot.
Okay, shall we give that to St. Thomas's? Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, they have
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
Congratulations, St. Thomas's College. Celebrating St. Thomas's. Thank you to our friends at MasterCard for giving this to us. So, well, if you want to purchase anything, just tap and go. Life is so much more easier. Thank you so very much. We have to go in for a break. We'll see you. Well, the March Madness is still on as we record this show. It's legally still March. And a lot of these Thomaians and royalies who have sort of come to Sri Lanka, they're still around. I saw two of them today in the lobby as well, who had come just for the big match. There's something about the history of this big match, over the fact that it really brings so much of togetherness. And also, we also tend to see, even during the toughest times when Sri Lanka's economy was so unstable, the big match was done beautifully, well planned, with great people partnering up. Tell me about this brotherhood, because I know that you all have 110 for both the schools to be in. That is for what? Just experimental?
Actually, Danu, we have 5 tens that are common, or what we call.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So starting off with the most senior 10, the Mustangs, Stallions, Coals, Thoroughbreds, and then we have a stables 10. Apart from those 10s, we also have the students' tents, the boys' tents, which are also joined. It used to be divided, but over the years, I think we made a decision about 10 years ago to join the tents up, and boys are very free to walk over to each other's tent, laugh about them, joke with them, meet their friends, and even the prefects do the same. So it's a lot of camaraderie, it's a lot of commitment that has evolved over the game. And a few years back, we also had a tent called the Mayors, giving an opportunity for the old girls of ladies' schools in Colombo to join in the 50 over. So that's the kind of atmosphere that we're trying to bring in. So hence, you can see the vibe, the crowd that we attract.
Tell me about, there are other schools that do big matches. Some they must be investing way more. I must say the Battle of the Maroons was well attended with super artist lineup and the whole works. Battle of the Saints, I don't know whether you all know these battles. Anyway, they're also really good. But I'm just asking, what is it about the Roy Tho that just keeps the world waiting for it?
Well, it's probably the people come there not to watch the match actually. It's just for the madness.
Yeah.
So, and for us, we don't have a carnival. It is this. So I think a lot of people come to meet the old friends, to go back to their, nobody's going to judge you by who you are, what you do, but you enjoy, you meet your old friends, you can go around, 3 days you meet your old friends. So that's the reason people actually look forward for this. So for us, I think the tents also have a lot of activities and fun, but the after party is also there. People actually, have a good time. So
The heat clearly does not affect you all during these 3 days.
there are tents that have air
AC as
conditioning
well,
as well,
yeah.
but actually it doesn't bother anybody.
Yeah.
Arjuna?
Yeah, adding on to what he just said, what complements the Royal Thumian is the brand that is created around. People want to be associated. It's a status quo kind of a level that it's achieved. And as he quite rightly said, everything is evolved around the game. People do watch the game. Echi president was quite interested in the game. He was watching the game very eagerly. And so everything happens around the game. So that's one of our success stories, which we were able to build the brand. And you can see that Praveen helping out, bringing the sponsors. The sponsors also want to be associated with this brand. So that actually gives us an added bonus to encourage more spectators to come in. And we're right now all sold out, so or did sell out. So that's been the trend for the last many years.
What's the footfall for this year?
Exceeding over 26,000.
All 3 days.
So we were sold out this year.
Yeah, tickets were 100% sold out.
Sold out.
And if you look at for 145 years, there are some other brands that are there for 145 years. This is the biggest brand.
Sri Lanka might not make it to 145. It's looking like that.
And
So
also
this is the
about-
biggest brand.
Yeah. Also, Rehan, correct me, about 30% or 20% actually those who have flown in.
Yeah.
So
And that's commitment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
commitment. That
Yeah.
shows, and also it's an opportunity. Why it makes it so special is it's an opportunity for everyone to prioritize. This day I'll meet all my friends. So it's very practical also. So
True.
everyone makes that time to come here,
Exactly.
Yeah.
meet, and let's do it. So then you ask the wives also, just give me 4 or 5 days out of the entire year
Yeah.
to meet my friends.
Yeah.
So
And
it makes sense.
This
So
year we
win-win.
had this Airbus coming in.
yeah.
So that is something new
Yeah.
that is, joined us. And a lot of people after leaving the Royal Thumian are now inquiring when is the next date, next year. Is it the first week or the second week or third week,
So just so that they can buy the
Buy
tickets.
the tickets early and plan themselves.
Getting people out of the stadium also might be a hard task, no?
You mean walking or?
Walking, crawling, floating in any form.
Cabs are available.
Well, saying that, yeah, but you can see how the game has clearly evolved. If you look back to early 2000s or probably 90s, I remember when I was playing, we had 3-4 sponsors, and then subsequently early part of the 2000s we had about 10 sponsors, and now we have exceeding over 32 sponsors. So you can see brands are associating with this.
It's an easy sell.
It's an easy sell. Coming back to how disciplined the spectators are, I think in terms of on and off, or coming into the game and going out in the evenings, I believe the committee has done so much of work behind the scene that has kept the spectators also involved and also informed that this is a brand that you don't want to mess around with. And we play to the ICC rules, your ticket conditions are very clearly listed out, and you hardly see anybody encroaching the ground now. It's a sad side. I would love to see a few schoolboys running, but then
Yeah,
you
following the rules.
You can't open the floodgates.
That is true. But it's also, it's all about the spirit, no? Like even when you see somebody just flat out gone, you actually just laugh about it and you're like, oh, this bugger. You know, that's the spirit. Nobody is like angry with anyone about it.
You still get that.
Huh?
You still get those.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But no one is judging you.
Nobody.
Nobody will judge
That's
you.
the best part of
Because
it.
I know of a Pete Wright who recently finished his game and has called his wife and said, I don't know where I am. Can you find me? So
That happened this year as well to Royalists.
yeah. So then,
So he was found with Find My Phone. He was on the road.
You still find a few scuffles
See
here
a
and
game
there.
where Royalists, they have abandoned that guy. Poor chap.
If you don't find that, if you don't find that, it's not a Royal Thomian.
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That
is
has
true.
happened to me as well sometimes.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
You also not found.
No, it was him this year.
All right, time for a break. We'll see you after. Welcome back to the show. We are talking about the Royo game, and there's something about this making it special, and that's why we wanted to celebrate it on Date with DANU. Have to ask you, tell me the things that may happen in these tents that are so so history worthy that you all talk about it 5 years from today, 10 years from today. Oh my God, this happened.
You mean the bonding and the bunching?
Bunching, grabbing, bond, whatever.
Okay.
See these ones, the questions they ask, these Thomians.
I'm going to leave that question to Rehan because I've never been to a tent. Soon after I left school,
You have been in a
been in the team. Then soon after I left school, I was in the committee. So I've never had the opportunity to become a spectator.
Wow, that's a good one to pass off. Huh?
Yeah.
So-
Rehan, you can take this.
Yeah, and then you can tell me were you squeezed or not.
Not really.
Actually, no. But they get you to drink so much
Is that what you wait
that
for? You
from
gonna tick
every
that
tent
box
that you
or-
move around with,
Yeah, you
they
go
will-
from one tent to
yeah,
another
and
to.
then you don't know what you're drinking with. So they'll pour, if you're having a beer, they'll pour gin in it or, arak into or whatever. So actually you have like a mixed.
It's a cocktail every
it's
single
a-
time.
Yeah, you don't know actually what you're drinking.
I think
And you go around, sometimes people that you don't know also will come and say hello to you and give you a drink.
I think each tent has its unique character,
Exactly.
right? And some tents bake cake,
Yeah.
beautiful chocolate cake.
My God, the
Nothing-
vibes are involved in
Yeah,
those
vibes
tents.
are involved.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So then there's
Not a
cake
single
in
wife
some
baked any of
there's
those cakes.
nice, what you call refreshing drinks.
Yeah, these cakes are high on things.
Yes.
Must be high, must
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
costly.
it's kept on
must
a
be
high
costly.
pedestal.
Right,
I don't know
got
anything
you.
about
Whatever
other
the,
things.
the ingredients are not your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake.
It's
Definitely.
chocolate
Yeah.
cake.
cake,
Or
definitely.
chocolate brownies.
Yeah. Got it?
So very PG.
Yeah.
Good
I understand.
stuff, and very interesting. Of course, once you go there, you realize you can, you have, you feel even more excited after
True.
that.
Yeah.
You can't wait for the game to start.
Game to start.
And most of the music also, the versions are so different that it's unbelievable, you know.
Yeah.
And then
There are-
after a while, half of the people think that they can sing,
Yeah.
and they get onto stage.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but it sounds like beautiful music, right? When everyone is on the same note.
Very
Yes,
colorful,
exactly.
very
And
colorful.
everyone,
colourful.
after a few sips of cocktails, I guess they are tone deaf also.
True.
Yeah.
As committee members or part of the organizing team, you all might have had disagreements with your home front. Why you're spending so much of time? This is bloody nonsense every year.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
That's a
Common.
That's
How-
very common.
Yeah.
They when they accuse you, they say your first job is the Royal Tomian, and your actual job is your part-time thing. So that's how they define it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Royal Tomian is your first job.
How do you all handle that at home? Like, I'm sure
Very easy. We just ignore it.
you all don't even take them for the 50 overs.
They do.
We
They come
invite
for
them.
that, no?
We invite them as
We
well.
had to show something that we
Yeah,
don't know.
that way, yeah, true.
Otherwise, what's
Yeah.
the use?
You
That
invite
is
them, but they come only at about 4 o'clock.
So
in the
there's a
evening.
reason to why the families or at times the wives might get frustrated. It's because we start off in September and we finish off late March.
September is when you all have the first meeting to collect the funds and
Exactly.
all.
No, to organize it.
to organize. And then after the match
So it's
is
a
over,
10 months. It's a
his-
10 months project.
His reign is still on because it goes on till about June until he settle the accounts. We still meet up. So he
Audited
he got only
accounts, everything.
two months of a break where you don't hear the word Royal Tomin around the house.
That's it.
Yeah, and then you come back again.
So the famous thing
ending.
is the wives ask you, "You're still in school, aren't you?"
Mm.
But we make it an excuse to get out of the house for a drink, saying Royal Tomian
Yeah.
meeting. That's what happens.
That's what you do, isn't it?
That's what everybody.
But so the unity amongst the two schools are there.
yes, very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
Absolutely.
They're like brothers.
Yeah. During your times, did you all jump into girls' schools? But I don't know what you all find in Mount Lebanon. You all have to come to Colombo no, to jump. You all can only jump into the sea. Yeah.
A lot of people still come to Colombo for a job. Yeah.
But you all didn't need to come to Colombo. You all could just jump there.
He's done talking through experience.
You all had people to help out. Brother, I'm here for you.
Actually, it was easy to jump when I was in school because the
walls were low.
walls were low.
Now they have raised the walls.
But I think some of those traditions have changed, Danu.
Really?
For
Are you sure?
example, the cycle parades where when
like
we were
that.
in school, the cycle parade left from school to the captain's house and back. Now, the Tomian cycle parade has certainly changed. It starts from prep and comes to Mount. Doesn't go to the captain's house.
Also the same.
yeah.
It goes around Liberty Plaza. and
dedicated,
that
yeah.
dedicated route.
So, unlike Royal College, I think St. Thomas's boys see a lot of girls. So, these are
That's
only
what you
opportunity
think,
that Royal College and a few others can jump into a ladies' school and,
But how come they,
And learn
they
spelling.
see? How come they see?
The Tomians see more girls there because they have girls inside the school.
That
itself.
is.
yeah. So this is the time, Danu, that a lot of royalists check their spelling out, They start their spelling or they check it out, R-O, Y, and it keeps on going.
When they can't cheer, they are, give me R.
And
Yeah.
wait a minute.
What comes next?
Let's get into a game that we call Yes or No. This is also centered around the Roy Tho fever. Welcome back to the show. Big shout out to our friends at Celeste Daily. They were a part of the Roy Tho this year. They had the opportunity, actually they gave the opportunity to the ones who were there in the tents to just order and get it delivered to wherever they were, the snacks and the drinks that they wanted. So it made life easy for them. That was also by a Thomian.
Tomian, yes.
Always a first.
Yeah. First. Mine too. I
That was a good cue for you. Good one.
Here we go. These are questions where I have to show the board yes or no. Normally we ask this for very different type of questions, but because you all are coming in, we had to do the whole yes or no thing. Precisely for the game. I will need the papare band for this. All right? Here we go. First match was played with schoolmasters participating with the school students. Have you ever gotten scolded by your significant other in front of your friends? Ah, tell me. Use this moment on the couch to speak out. None of them have been.
No.
Oh, me?
Only you have.
Let's hear it.
Let's.
Acted very silly after
Again.
a few shots. Yeah.
But you should say that's not you.
I told her it was
Wasn't
on
me.
me.
It's that spirit.
I told her it was Mr. Johnny.
Yeah.
She wouldn't listen. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
You should. You know, when they lose it, they have lost it for good. No.
I knew there was a put to 4 question in there.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten into a serious fight with a close friend over a minor issue at a match?
Because we are also drunk.
Yes.
So how do you
This one is for.
yes.
He's the.
Yeah, he's the
now
culprit.
tell.
See.
Again? Is it only
Again?
me?
Yeah, only you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Maybe you're the only one who's telling the truth then.
Come on.
Come on, you can't have 2 and say.
Have you ever gotten called out at school because you were wearing something embarrassing? When you were in school? No. Do you lie about your age to seem younger to others? No. I think now you're past the stage where you can lie.
Exactly. With white hair and all. With the white hair and all.
We don't color.
You can't hide this now.
Have you ever been caught drunk at school on big match duties? These ones are now not showing anything because, but Royal, good on you. Huh?
Good.
Yeah. Have you ever fantasized about kissing your teacher?
Unfortunately.
Was it a male teacher?
Good eye.
Fortunately, no.
Okay, we believe you.
Hold on.
Let's move on.
I can't believe you're lying. Lying through your teeth on this.
Why?
No, did we have any good looking team?
Don't worry, Warden ain't watching it.
No, I'm still trying to think. No, I didn't.
No, never.
I mean, no.
Did you go to school?
That's a different question.
Have you ever bullied someone? You look like the one who will get bullied.
I'm
Yeah,
don't know.
kind of.
Yeah, all three of you all look very like. Have you ever experimented with the same sex?
Oh, God.
Do you have a card which says maybe?
Then you have to hold it in the
Now
middle
I'm
like
going to
that.
just shift away from Arjuna.
You can hold it like this.
Yeah. Are you all holding it that way?
I want to see where this goes.
He's
yeah.
confused.
No, I'm just looking at him.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
What?
What are you holding? No. It's okay, Arjun.
I'm just going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in,
In
the
the
middle.
middle.
Do you think your individual actions impact the school you all represent?
Yes.
Have you ever got thrown out of a big match?
Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That is true. Congratulations. I'm actually going to give this to Arjuna.
Yes.
I think you deserve it.
Seriously?
You have got
he
scolded
was
by your
correct.
wife. You have.
He's not sure of
Yeah.
his preferences.
You have. You have. Not that he's not sure. He has
Fantasized.
only experimented.
Fantasized.
It was experiment.
Yeah, and he has even
And I
fantasized
was
about
saying- I was
it.
saying
Teacher.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantasize about the
I can't
teacher.
believe the teacher thing that you guys
Hope
did
it's not
say.
Even I fantasized about a teacher. Me. Yeah. She was good though.
Yeah, they were holding back on that question.
Holding back or holding your back?
they call it.
Everything can be taken the wrong way. It's time for a break. We'll see you after. Welcome back to the show, the Royo special. I love this Papare band. They're on command. Need to get them as a permanent feature on this show. Anyways, in terms of the fact that, I spoke about the fact that, it brings in revenue to the country as well. How many people estimate fly down for this?
Easily about maybe 1,000.
And their families.
Yeah, families plus the families.
And that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
That's
yeah.
quite a lot.
That's quite
Yeah.
a lot. And especially when you charter flights, I think this was a special flight that came from down
Yeah,
under.
with the two flags hanging.
Yeah.
This is
You
200
also have
AD.
special charter flights coming from Europe as well as from the western side of the world. So it's not the first time. It will continue to happen because of the OBA fraternities that we have overseas.
Yes, and there's always a dance that's happening, and those dances are as big as a dance here, or even bigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's remarkable. But I have to ask you, there's something about the local schools that have this bond towards the school, to the alma mater. We have this sense of pride to say where we are from. It's not there with international schools. I don't know, I've never seen it. Like, tell me about your creations. Are they going to the same schools? Have you all created?
Unfortunately, I do not have boys, but that's a good question actually. So when it came to my kids, I was very adamant that they follow or go into a school that has history. So they went to my wife's school, since she's a whole girl of that. It's
Which
important. That's Holy Family. So it's important if you compare schools. Perhaps this is my version of it or my opinion, so I can't say the rest of the others would perhaps agree. But one of the reasons that affiliation or the bond is not there could be perhaps that the school does not have history for the students to emulate or to look up to or benchmark yourself. If you look at Royal and St. Thomas's, there's history written right from the gate that you enter in. So therefore, there's always someone that you need to look up to, follow.
Yeah.
So hence, I think that's is a key feature in
also,
affiliation.
Also, Arjuna, now my kids go to college, St. Thomas's, and the main reason I didn't consider any other school. And I think the fact of the value set that has been established,
Yeah.
because we've been seeing why these schools continue to be a inspiration and aspiration for others is simply because it produces certain people that maybe even the humbleness, right? Even if you are X, Y, and Z, you show that that you don't need all this
Correct.
funfair.
And also the walks of life.
The
You
walks
meet so
of life,
many.
where you can.
Why did you
mix.
put your sons to Royal?
Yeah, actually, I have two sons. They were at Royal. Elder fellow is now just getting out of Royal College. He was a prefect this year as well. Younger one was at Royal for a few years, but he was struggling with his language, and so we moved him out. But actually, what you say is at Royal, what we wanted for him to go to Royal was to have that grounding.
That foundation.
Because there is a cross-functional society there. Because it's a government school, it has about 8,800 kids. So it's a cross-functional. You see every walks of life inside that place.
Correct.
But you also see, Rehan, lots of Royalists putting their kids to St. Thomas's.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know
But you all
what a
have moved
Royalist
towards-
aspires to.
You all have moved towards Mount.
Some have probably. Who are inclined.
But I must say, St. Thomas's is the prettiest school that we have in Sri Lanka. It's one of the nice. The very similar school I have seen to that was St. John's College in Jaffna. Similar architecture. I think it's the same type of priests who sort of built it. Amazing. But the chapel is also gorgeous. So
Yeah, beautiful chapel.
yeah, have to give credit where it's due.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the corridors, I don't think it's easy to like walk down those.
Maintain, you mean.
Yeah, it's a scary place. Let's get into a segment that we absolutely love and I can't wait to play with the boys. It's called Kinky. Welcome back to the show. This is a bit of a edgy segment on Date with Danu. It's called Kinky because our friends at Midnight Divas, we feel something special. This could be used with others and there are also some self-help ones too.
I think Rehan knows about this place for quite a lot, isn't it, Rehan?
Are you close to Nawala?
No.
Are you close to Nawala?
Yes. Arjuna
You
is
are?
close to love.
They opened a
But
new
he,
one.
but he passes this place every day.
No.
Yeah.
Where are you close to?
Now,
No.
You all can be very happy to Ayyo. All right. Question for all three of you. You all can all answer. On a scale of 1 to Mount Everest, how high is your drive for sex?
a scale.
1 to Mount Everest. That's pretty high.
Gosh, how do you answer these questions?
Yeah, how do you, yeah.
Perhaps base camp?
Base camp.
Base
Yeah.
camp.
1,
Base
2
camp.
or 3?
There are 3 base camps.
Actually 4, no?
4.
4 like you're nearly dying there.
Yeah.
I'll go with 2.
2.
Yeah, I think
Two.
2 will be
Two.
moderate, I think.
Yeah. Still need the oxygen, but you all can
Yeah.
manage.
Yeah, yeah. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Depends on what oxygen, you know.
Leave it there.
Have you all regretted anything that you all have done once in your life
No, we
with
are saints,
someone?
No.
Never.
No, we are,
Thank God it's not
we are
truth. Thank God it's not truth and dare.
Yeah.
So, truth or
We are
dare.
saints.
Never.
No.
Always planned. You went fully conscious about it. Amazing.
Big
Yeah.
whopper.
You know what? I'm going to give this to people who are not closer to Naval.
Now,
Oh my God.
Rehan likes pink. Is there anything pink in that?
Everything is.
Everything.
Oh.
Yeah. You can dress it up or dress up.
Dress it up or dress up.
Yeah.
Either way,
Either way. But if you'd like to share,
that is also possible.
that's also possible.
That's good.
Talk about brotherhood at another
Sharing is caring.
break time.
sharing is caring.
It has been such a fun show, and the spirit that these three guys have is amazing. It's nice to know that y'all are so young and so fresh in the way you all think, and y'all take this show as a part of the banter that it comes with. Thank you so very much for that. Before we wrap things up, there's something very special about this whole thing called the whole big match season. It creates unity, it creates friendship, fellowship. It creates a bond that is so amazing across all the schools, from the Maroons to the Saints to the Blues. Everyone has that real passion. For those who may think no local schools, send these kids to, well, there's nothing wrong with going to international schools, but there's something that we carry that is so close to our hearts. What would you tell everyone who is watching about your alma mater and the fact that big match is definitely something to be a part of?
I think, see today, as you said, Danu, the big match is not only the Royal Thomian. It's also, there are so many other schools that aspire to follow that, so which shows that it's not dead, and that there is definitely something that people relate to. And for 145 years, if we've done it, and I think, I know my kids, they come for the Royal Thomian and they're so passionate about it. They bring the flags, they are shouting. So I think that's something I would like to see. And I think the future generations, if we continue to keep the right values and teach them what sportsmanship is all about, what you could aspire to be, and also have fun in it, I think there's nothing wrong. And we need to break free. We need to have some fun. So it's fine.
And the right entertainment and
Yeah,
the right
and
safety factors
not being a musical show,
Yeah, yeah.
but also give the preference to cricket.
Cricket, of course.
Right.
cricket and the discipline and how it, so that you
So
know what you
I-
enjoy.
Although we play against each other on the field, just after that, we are best of friends.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And I think that's
It limits only the boundary line.
Perhaps, yeah, my message to the younger generation would be, as quite rightly said by Praveen and Rehan, just adding on to a little bit is that when I grew up wanting to go for the big match, having that passion, looking forward to it, because of the generations before me, which has, enlightened or kept this big match fever going. So I grew up in a family that's full of royalists and Thomians. I grew up looking at the big match, wanting to go for it. At what age can I go for it? And then I guess that's the kind of aspiration, the traditions that we need to set for the next generation who is perhaps not born yet or who's still in school. And as he rightly said, anybody who's in school should have that, should be motivated, have the passion, the fire burning for your school. And some of these things that we do in school affect our entire life as we come out of school. And we carry those friendships
Forever.
we are forever.
And that sense of brotherhood.
Sense of brotherhood, and especially in our work-life balance as well. You say you're a royalist or a Thomian, you connect, you have so much of connectivity that you can talk about.
The links that you have, no? Yeah.
So, and also you're on the same wavelength, or you click very well because you have a lot of similarities. Your value sets, as I spoke about, are very similar. So I have not found any discomfort in connecting with people. From where are you from Royal, or are you from St. Peter's, or are you from Trinity? So you tend to have links to either of these schools. You're from Royal, great. Which year? And you start connecting with people.
That's like a conversation starter.
It is.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, and even it
and rest is history then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it goes into your business or whatever
Of
workplace
course,
as
of
well.
course.
And then what happens is you have seen them at the Royal Thomian, you connect with them, your networking is there. So when you go for even a meeting, first thing is the Royal or a Thomian coming
is
in,
true.
and that it connects you. And then
It's like a LinkedIn profile before a LinkedIn
yes,
profile.
exactly.
Absolutely.
And that is like the icebreaker that you can start up any conversation or any meeting or anything.
That is true.
So
Anyway, thank you so very much for being here. St. Thomas's College, thanks for all the great productions that you all have done. Serving more communities than one.
Always a first. Always a first.
That is true. Royal, thank you so very much. Well,
thank you.
you all have been quite open without your communities.
Yes.
You all have let it lead. Anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much. We will see you soon. Till then, keep smiling. It's a wrap, and we give it to...